All right, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Extracurricular, the only class you want to show up for. It is me, Michael, your favorite host's favorite host, and I'm not alone today. I'm here with some beautiful folks. To my right, we have somebody that always got on Sundays best for some reason. I don't know, but shout yourself out.
What's good, y'all? It's Amaya on the scene looking clean, and you know I'm about to clock that vibe because it's syllabus week.
Yes.
And over here we have our next host is not a stranger to handing out report cards. Tell them who you are.
Hey everyone, it's Cyan. You know the vibes. Sai if you pretty, Sai if you sexy, Sai if you got money in the bank.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm so glad to be here.
I live for that. Well, with that, class is officially in session. You already know what's given. So who are you? Like, how are you? And, let's try to get the viewers to know who we are, essentially. I'll start with you, Amaya.
Yes, so as I said, my name is Amaya. Born and raised in New York. I'd like to say that I am Brooklyn made, but Queens raised. And essentially, I'm a non-binary creative, creative direction, styling, modeling, all that jazz I love to do, but my passions always lied in dance. How I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like it's a new year, so goals need to really be, pressed on, like, what's
Okay.
good. So I'm here with, like, responsibility, accountability, and intentionality. That's what we all about. So outside of the TXC podcast, you can find me either taking a dance class, working on my craft, on somebody's stage modeling, or at the Bush with my fellow queers.
Yes.
Come on, the Bush.
Shout out to my favorite DJ,
I
DJ
live for
A
that,
Minor.
I
That's
live
my
for that.
cousin. But what's good? Tell me who you are.
Okay.
The
Well,
baddest.
I've been living in New York since 2017, so it's been a minute now. But I was born and raised in North Carolina. I'm from the South, honey.
Yes.
Chitlins,
Kakalaka.
greens, sweet potatoes, collard greens, mac and cheese. You know
Yes,
the vibes.
you see it.
You know? I'm a dancer, performance artist. I've been, working in New York, downtown scene, uptown for a minute now.
Yes.
I consider myself a creative. I'm a Pisces, a water sign in this
Clock that.
gang.
Okay, we see it.
I know. Okay, the water down. But yeah, how I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here with everyone.
Yeah, no, honestly.
You know,
I'm loving
2026 is new vibes, new energy, and I'm just so thankful to even be here. I know a lot of people didn't even get to make it into the new year.
No
so
shade, yes.
I just thank God for
definitely get
that.
one.
And I'm just so happy to be
Amen.
here.
Yes.
But also, we're talking about who we are and introducing ourselves. Boo, you got to introduce yourself too.
I
You gotta
feel
let
that,
people know
I
what they
feel
feeling.
that.
All right.
Well, my name is Michael. I am born and raised from Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston.
My pronouns are he, him. I feel like on a good day, you can give me he, her, depends on the
Right,
vibe.
wake that up.
I'm very much in tune with my femininity, so I'm not afraid to show that and showcase that to the world. I am a model. I am a creative. I'm also an influencer. I'm a brother. I'm a sister. I love to be around family and my peers and things like that. But at the end of the day, I left Boston because I feel like I wasn't in a great creative space there. I feel like when you think of Boston, you think sports. Like when I think Boston, I think Harvard. When I think Boston, I think Celtics. When I think Boston, I think Red Sox, Bruins, things. People don't go to Boston's Fashion Week. You know what I mean? I feel like, no shade. I feel like people come around the world to come to New York and be at New York Fashion Week and things like
Definitely.
that. And I felt like New York was a great space for me to express myself creatively. And, a lot of things of my nature, like having skirts on and things like that. So, all in all, I'm very excited for our first episode and to be able to do this with you guys and be able to have this journey and be able to showcase Black queer voices should be at the forefront, So we do want to actually give a moment of silence to what is happening around the world and pertains to ICE. We want to make sure that we're using our platform to show recognition to what is happening right now, whether that's in Minneapolis or any place in the U.S. I would like to start off by saying rest in power to Keith Porter Jr. He was a Black gentleman by the age of 43. He was killed by ICE, unfortunately, just an innocent bystander, leaving behind two beautiful children.
And Renee Good, also another innocent bystander. I think it's very important that we say their names in this time and really just put to the forefront what is going on in the world right now.
Yeah. And with the recent news that happened this weekend with Alex Pretty, an ICU nurse who worked at a veterans hospital, I know everybody has seen the coverage, the videos online, and what the government has been saying. And, we just want to honor these people who are, on the front lines, fighting for what's right.
Exactly. And even the 5-year-old boy that was detained by ICE, I believe his name was Liam Ramos. He was detained due to some weird circumstances of them trying to find his father, but instead detained him instead, which I find flabbergasting. But
yeah, and I think that right now it's very important to stay educated in this time.
Yes.
Read up on it in books and see what is it that you can do. We are gonna do our best to stay up to date with everything and give you information in real time on our social platforms. So if you don't get your news from here, also stay tuned to your local news. But in this time, a lot of things are propaganda. So you want to make sure that you're seeking out the right space. Facts. Correct.
Okay.
Because they like to lie. No shade.
Okay.
No shade. But
that part.
On a lighter note, we're going to be starting up our segments. So essentially our podcast will consist of 3 segments. I feel like each segment has like a little component to it. So you might want to watch out for that, or, read up, because I feel like sometimes people just forget certain things. But our first one is Who's on Campus. Now, Who's on Campus will consist of 2 little components there. We have something called Hall Pass and then also report cards. And I feel like report cards are self-explanatory. You get an A or F, or I'm going to see you after class. Okay. And Who's on Campus is kind of how we bring culture to the forefront and, talk about what's going on right now, whether that's with Nicki Minaj. I know we wanted to talk about that.
We're going to get on that.
We're going to get on that. And we also wanted to talk about, anything else that could be happening here, either in the U.S. or any other place. So Hall Pass is kind of like you giving something a little slide, or, you want to recommend or show a little bit of love to. But with that, I'm going to start mine off because MTA, come here.
Okay. I know you're done with that.
Zoom in. Yeah, zoom in, babes, because I'm sick of it. Like, I'm giving you an F on that report card. And why y'all not working during the snowstorm, but during the flood, there's too many trains. I'm like, what's going on? Why are we not locking this in? Like, give me the class. I'm gonna drive a train. No shade.
They don't care about the travelers. After they did this thing, took away our Metro card, all of that, I'm done.
No shade. I saw a Metro card for $1,000 on Etsy.
Ooh.
$1,000 is wild.
No, that's about to be some real memorabilia.
Okay, because I got one in my wallet right now. I need to sign up after this.
Same thing. Like,
I can't deal with that. No.
Who you bringing to campus?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to start off. We going into a little bit more pop culture. Tiana Taylor, that woman you are.
Yeah,
I mean, just big New York shit for real.
Yeah,
big Harlem. Like my father, he's a pioneer in Harlem, so just. Anybody coming out of Harlem, y'all got it for real. And I feel like right now what she's been doing with the looks and her winning her award, her speech, real Black excellence at its finest. And then she also just keeps showing the other side of her creativity, going on SNL, being a little more funny on her quirky side.
And she is beautiful. Oh my God.
All the time.
Gags.
No, literally.
That workout plan. Okay.
And they be trying to come for her. Like, I saw a video, it was like showing her like back in the day when she was younger, like just a girl on the block. And they like, because she did work to her face, they be like, oh, she was ugly before the work. I mean, come on. She really did look the same, though, to me personally. I mean, a little Sweet enhancement 16, never hurt nobody.
Age just like wine. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Black don't crack.
Who you bringing?
Okay, y'all. Who I'm bringing to campus is the one, the only Nicki Minaj.
Nicki
the Harajuku Barbie. MAGA Minaj at this point. I mean, it was kind of brewing underneath the surface because of her absence for a while. And then being, there was a whole scandal with Rock Nation, the subtweets, and then saying, oh, my album's coming out in March. And then she
March
shows
27,
up at
2026.
Ooh, Oh my God.
Ain't nobody looking for that. Ain't nobody
I
looking
think
for
I'm
that.
looking.
Michael looking.
You
I think
looking?
I'm
Michael
looking
looking.
because I would like to say when it comes to Nikki, I feel like there's a lot of selective outrage.
Oh.
Where was this animosity when Sexy Red came out as Republican? When Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, Amber Rose,
Right.
But
I feel like people were looking for a reason to dislike her. First, they were saying she was schizophrenic. Then she was off the coke.
Yep.
Then she went up on that stage and was speaking articulately. And you know what I mean? I feel like if you offer something, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I feel like her stance right now, it phases me, yes, but I listen to Nicki Minaj because of the music. I listen to her because she uplifts. Well, she did uplift her peers or her fans, I should say, in a better light. Like, go to school. She always was like, go to school, go to school. Don't be around these boys, da da da. And that made me like, I don't want you. Nikki said I don't. You know what I mean? But I do understand where you're coming from. Maybe she
that is the very reason I think that like a lot of people right now feel very betrayed. I know in terms of like the verbiage that she used the first night when she was sitting with Erica, what's her name again?
Kirk.
Her. You know, she was saying like boys will be boys, and honestly, I didn't really understand if she was saying boys will be boys, meaning like in terms of abuse that boys can portray to women or other boys, or were you saying boys will be boys, meaning like they should be more masculine, they should be perpetuating this more binary stance? I really didn't know, but regardless, I feel like the verbiage gave like, I'm not really rolling with the LGBT. So, you know, that is most of her fan base. And so I do think they have a right to feel away. I personally do. I think it's more like, I don't want to separate I do want to separate the music from the artist, but sometimes it's hard to. And it's like, you know, she even said it in her music, though, we just wasn't listening. Made my ass good again. I mean, she told us.
I've been voting for Mitt Romney.
Right. We just wasn't listening in.
But I wasn't listening. Like, she's been on that. But the gag is,
but I feel like,
I feel like she reached out for help from the Democratic Party when her houses was getting raided and things like that.
Right.
But nobody was speaking up on that. You know what I mean? Like, she has a child at the end of the day. And like, if she doesn't feel safe even reaching out to a party and they're just like, oh, we're going to get to you when we get to you. Now she's on, I saw recently today, now she's on stage holding hands with this man. And I'm just like,
I know.
Man, that's getting kind of crazy.
It was a little like,
I mean, at the end of the day, did y'all even see that 80,000 people signed a petition to have her deported? But
now that was crazy.
For is not to have people deported. I just feel like
crazy.
It's a game. It's a chess.
It is.
It's chestnut check.
And I think it's because of the climate too, right? Like you think about, you know, DJ T and just like the environment that MAGA and what they surround themselves by is hatred. Right. But also like when they came out, public enemy number one was transgender people. Definitely. They were like, they're the reason why your life sucks. Right. And then it's like you go on stage with this person, Erica Kirk, who her late husband, Charlie, is basically, you know, had all these opinions about trans people. So it's like...
And about her. He said Nicki Minaj is a poor representation for Black women. It's just like, you really about to sit there and cahoots with this woman? Exactly. I mean, it didn't really make sense. So I know it's a bigger picture, though, that we will never be able to understand. Right. Because we're not in that space. But I do agree. I think it is selective. But I do still feel like since she just was such a is a prominent figure, especially for the communities that she represents, immigrant Black woman, you know, expressive, you know, she is queer still. I feel like she is a queer woman, and it doesn't have to be just your sexuality that makes you queer. You're just queer in the way that you express yourself, different, you know, eccentric, and those are good qualities. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly don't know either. Yeah, but same. I do like to have the facts. You know what I mean? I feel like, again, when you were saying, just to like finish it, the video, I feel like we were clickbaited into just seeing boys will be boys. Like, we didn't actually see the full thing. That's the thing about it. And I feel like people know how to persuade, you know, the general media. You know?
I mean, they do anything for clout.
Oh, I don't know that song.
we had like...
I don't think we got enough time for that one.
Who else you bringing on campus?
I'm gonna bring Mark Ruffalo. If you guys don't know who Mark Ruffalo is, he is the gentleman that plays the Hulk.
Baby Daddy #1.
He's Big Daddy. No shame.
Okay.
And he essentially used his platform to speak up about ICE. And
Got him.
I feel like now with him doing that at the award show that he did that at, Disney ended up taking his role and firing him, which I want to give Disney a F for doing so. Wow. Disney is such a huge platform. Yeah. And I feel like it would have been really great to get them to start speaking up about what's going on in the U.S., especially since they have such a foothold on the general public and what we see. Right. I feel like Mark Ruffalo was great for doing that. I feel like nobody at that award show did it. Well, actually, there were a couple of other people that did do it by wearing the Be Good pin for Renee Good. And this was before the passing of Alex Pretty. But I think it's so important for celebrities and everybody to speak up about what's going on. Only because we can only say so much. Yeah. These people have millions of followers. Right. You know what I mean? Like, for an example, if Kylie Jenner said something, I swear to God, everybody will be, this is the new trend.
Exactly. Exactly. The influence.
It's not trending right now.
The circle of influence, basically.
You know, and it's not trending right now for people to talk about.
Yeah, people are scared. And I mean, I don't blame them, but I do think at the end of the day, you need to use your platform. And when it comes to Mark Ruffalo, I think it's very interesting that, because this is a white man, right?
Yes.
You know, when we have our Black brothers and sisters that's in that space, actors, entertainers, or what have you, and they've taken stands on things that they feel passionate about, usually they are booted out of that space. So it was interesting that he got that similar treatment. But you know what is interesting too is that it really just showcases to you like what these bigger corporations, what they really stand for. And now it's like, now I got to move different about you. Like, damn, I got Disney Plus. Now I gotta cut you off.
But
I've been off Disney Plus. I've been off. I was like, first of all, they was taking too much money out of my account.
Is that $16.99? No.
Okay.
Not for Pocahontas.
Not for Marvel.
I had my mother repurchase it for me because I need to watch one thing.
Yes.
I mean, damn.
What's that?
What was it? I was mad long ago, but I think I was watching like
Beyonce. She was on there.
And stuff. Oh, with the King.
Black is King.
Yes. I had to watch that one. No shade.
But yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
You wanted to add anything else?
No. I mean, I'm over Disney. I'm over it. I'm over the TV shows, Marvel, all of that. But because, you know, Marvel, every time there's controversy, they X people out. There's no like real accountability that takes place, or they don't even speak out about their platform. So I'm just like, I'm good. I mean, I'm sad for my Mark Ruffalo, but you know, he'll get another job.
No shade.
No shade.
He
no
will.
shade.
Somebody else I want to bring on campus right now, it's Blair Motherfucking White. I don't know if I curse on him. But if y'all don't know who that is, this is a white trans woman. So she, you know, uses her platform to, honestly, what is given is just put down other trans people. So it's very weird. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. And I think it's really just internalized transphobia, homophobia, you know, honestly, and she always perpetuates racism as well, because specifically how she speaks on other trans women that are of color or Black, you know, it gets a little, you know, aggressive how she comes off, and it's like, you know, very white supremacist like. And I, you know, I've come across her because I was watching Jubilee's they'll do their little round talk table with people of different opposing sides. That's stuff that interests me. So I'll, you know, it's very educational. You get to see people. And the way that, you know, she just portrays herself, and I think people can have a stance, that's fine, but it's just about now you're using that as your platform. And you know, that's something that I can't give a whole pass, is that internalized transphobia, and a lot of that is like LGBTQ going against their own kind. And I just feel like, you know, she just tries to eliminate or exclude non-binary people as well. She doesn't believe that they should be under the umbrella of trans, and that's a whole nother conversation that we could talk about one. You know what I'm saying? But I know y'all probably don't know her, but what are your thoughts on that?
That's a good question. I actually don't know Blair.
Me either.
I was gonna do research, but I feel like you had it down pat on that. I think excluding any type of sex, I feel like is weird in the community. I feel like nobody's above each other. I feel like we're all in the same boat trying to get to somewhere, you know? And I think even for an example, like white gays think they come before us and then trans people are at the bottom. And then, you know, at the end of the day, what do you say when you think of the community? LGBTQ.
Yeah, exactly.
Lesbians, gays,
exactly.
trans, you know? And I feel like...
And on and on and on.
And on QIA plus.
Right.
Shay. And I just think it's just very, I don't know, I think it's dumb. Like, why are we going against each other when the whole world is against us? No shade.
That's
what it's all about.
Yes. It's like, why do we have time to be fighting each other?
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I'm like, we need to focus on the bigger picture, because that's why we're in the predicament we are right now in this country, because everyone's going, oh, it's you, and I'm like, no, it's them, and then there's us.
Right. Exactly.
We got to join together.
And that's why I love Pride Month here in New York City. Because I swear to God, everybody be outside just like, I love you. Like the love
it's a lot of love.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
But again, I feel like maybe that's just people from all over the world.
True.
And they're bringing their love here. Whereas New York, it's not like that.
Yeah.
They be screaming that F word. They be
okay.
And I love to hear it though, because I'm like, yes, you see it. You know what I'm saying? But I think the last thing I want to bring to this segment is heated rivalry.
You know, I ain't watch it yet.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it either, though.
Oh, you ain't?
No, babes, I didn't.
The whole time I thought you watched
it. No, babes, I did not.
I'm crying.
But I want to say I'm sick of, you know, the white gays being able to have this critical acclaim type of lifestyle, essentially. We haven't been on the forefront in a long time. There's not a lot of Black queer stories. And I do want to say I am super excited for them to have this. Don't get me wrong, you know, but I just think, why is it always the stories that don't pertain to Black people? I feel like, for an example, we had Moonlight, but the way that they show us, you getting beat up at school, you got a messed up family, you got, definitely. And I can't even think for the life of me how many stories that we have within the past 5 years. Whereas they get Love Simon. They get Heated Rivalry. They get
Heartstopper.
Three. That's just 3 off the dome. And then they also get I can think of another. Call Me by Your Name. Boom. Then they also get like, and then we get Moonlight. We get P Valley.
Noah's Ark. And no one was hyping
that's
that
like
up
how
really.
long ago?
It's
you know
always
what I mean?
something messy, you know.
It's always like we always are portrayed. Don't go to college. Love Simon, they going to school, my mom and dad love me. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just sick of it. I thought I'd bring that.
You watched it.
Yes.
So I want to give you the space to say something real quick.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Because maybe I was like, okay, everybody's talking about Heated whatever.
Rivalry, yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's some gay shit. Okay.
I'm a watch.
So I know, right. But I did watch, right? And
boom.
I could tell you there is something very intriguing about the story and how it's portrayed. I know, especially when like Stranger Things was coming out, there was a thing called secondary watching. Basically like TV shows that you can put on, but you can also scroll and look at your phone. And some people felt like Stranger Things was kind of like that. Like they go through the same thing and I can just like watch, check my Instagram, and I ain't gonna miss nothing. But with Heated Rivalry, it was so many like time jumps, spoiler alert, in the story, to where it was like, oh, let me pay attention because I might miss a scene and this is going to be 3 years later. So I kind of had to glue myself. I had to pay attention to the story. Now, was the scenes hot?
That's what I heard.
It was juicy, love. It was juicy. And I was entertained. And I do believe the story was really nice. I did enjoy it. But I do see what you're saying, Michael. Yeah. It's just like, if it was, let's say we replaced it with like 2
Coleman
Black.
Domingo.
Right. Like 2 Black actors.
Billy Porter.
I feel like people, maybe there would be some type of, you know.
Like, I'm going to get to it when I get to it.
Yeah.
They got everybody.
I feel like the community, we will be like, oh my God, this show. But the general public playing it at bars, like, watch party nights.
Zora Mandani saying it.
I don't think so. And then don't get me wrong, they are some fine men.
And
they are.
Yes.
bumping purses on that show. But it's
Bumping
like
purse
kind of,
down.
it was kind of quick. Like Hudson Williams being at D Squared and like everybody being
Quick.
all over him
Quick.
for the fashion show. Like, yeah.
Is that the one that's actually biracial? Because I think one is like Asian and white.
Yes,
Right.
yes. It's
Okay,
Asian
yeah.
and white.
Okay, yeah, because
And
that's
then,
yeah, he's going up right now.
Yeah, he's going up, and they're
And
both
Connor's
going up.
story, he's going
Yeah.
up too, yeah.
But I'm just like, if we replace that with two black people, feel like the
Or
you
even
know,
like,
hype
there's
will
no
be-
lesbian stories out there.
I was just
either.
about to add,
Oh.
like, I feel like the
Talk
only
about it.
because you only keep it's just gendered.
I feel like I've seen a lot of short films or small things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just talking like the other day about like there's documentaries I've seen like with real life stories like The Aggressives. Like that was talking about more of like the trans mass experience, but it showcased love in it.
Yeah.
Some of their love stories were a little messy, showcasing abuse, certain extents. But I think it's just not enough real life things going on in like when it's a curated show like something on Netflix like the Queer Ultimatum. They made
Right.
they made that version. I feel like it was either that they didn't put enough black people because they don't want it to make it, I guess, ethnic. I don't know what's
Right.
going on. But, and then even the black people they choose, it's like they have to act a certain way. Or, in that show, they have them choose a second lover. So you come in with your lover and then the ultimatum is like you choose an ultimatum partner so that you can live with them, see how you like it. You get away from your original partner. And nobody chose the black girl. It was like she was just left with whoever was left. And it was just like, they made her kind of like a secondary person. And it was just like, she was actually the
I'm
baddest
just
one
over
on
this
there.
Right.
narrative. Like, you know what I mean? Black is beautiful too. Like, what?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
But
I have a hall pass.
What's
I have
up?
a hall pass. Okay. My hall pass is Cleo Soul.
okay.
She released a new song, Nothing is Impossible with You. And I just have to put that out there because Cleo Soul to me, like I have cried in the showers.
She has a song I remember. I forget
Which
the song.
one?
I forget what it is. I can hear it.
Brown something, sugar something.
I love
Dun,
gold.
dun, dun.
Gold.
Oh,
Know
my
that
God.
you are loved.
Know that you
Oh
are loved.
yes, I know that one.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. I just love her intertwining of gospel music as well, but also like R&B.
Yeah.
And like right now, I'm just like, for my soul and my spirit, she's feeding me. So I
We
just
need
want to
that.
bring Cleo Soul into the space. Everybody stream that song, Nothing is Impossible Without
Nothing
You.
is
Cleo,
impossible.
you hear that?
You hear that?
Okay. Cleo Soul's like, oh yeah, period.
No, I live for that. I think
I wanted to add one thing that I want to give an A+ right now is the events going on in terms of like the trans mask wrestling events. That is something that's been going on. I
didn't even
think
think of
in
that.
LA, NYC, we've been having some here, and in Toronto, spaces like that. But in general, like it's just showcasing like performance art, but it's also showcasing like gender fluidity and
Yes.
having like just a space and community. And I think that is just very important to have spaces like that and like certain niche things like that
Yeah,
are
I
important
love
as
that.
well.
yeah.
Oh,
So
on.
I
That
live
is
for that
great.
right now. I also want to add Kiki Farmer into the space because she just had a little glow up. Why she posted a picture yesterday, showed her tattoos and stuff, no face. Well, I thought it was Kalani whole time. Swiped, it was Kiki. I was like,
Wait, Kalani.
you got the
Wait.
case mixed up.
no,
Wait.
but you should have saw. That
They
was
different skin
crazy.
tones.
See
But
this in me after.
no, they are, but it was a little filter on it. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
boom. She put it in Paris.
But it was
mode?
cute. She's looking good. She's doing her big one. My Virgo sister, I love her.
Yes.
It's my Virgo sister.
Oh my gosh.
All right, y'all. So our next recurring segment is Detention Talk. And here is when the unfiltered conversations come alive. We getting a little messy. We spilling tea. And we
Yes.
keeping it 100. No sugarcoating it, right?
Come on.
So what I want to discuss who's in detention for me
Okay.
is, all right, we have this content creator, Easy, right? She makes content really centered around studs or masked folks, for the lesbians. Cool.
Yeah.
I've been watching her since I was even younger. But more recently, her content has been becoming very problematic. So we have this other content creator, right? Her name is Samira, and she is a body positivity girly. She represents for the plus size community, and she
that.
just stands up for fat phobia and everything like that. And she tries to educate her listeners. Tell me why Easy gonna put on a fat suit, go down to Walmart, and go ahead and act like this girl and Yo, when I tell you the
Why is
whole
Walmart
thing,
the only place?
That things are going on.
no, but for real, I know that Walmart worker was like, what?
happening?
Yo, it was that was disrespectful to the point where everybody was in the comments like, yo, you mad corny,
Like,
like
what's
you're
going
mad
on?
corny. She had to take it down. She ended up taking it down, which is
Ooh,
tea. Like, oh,
she's
you're not even
scared.
gonna stand on your shit, right?
Right.
You already had it up there. Everybody already, we could record it,
da-da-da,
all that. So
reposted it.
you know, we all still seeing it.
That's
But I just feel
crazy.
like from a black woman to another, it's like, how you really about to sit here and bully her day to day? That's her day to day, and that's her content she creates. But I don't feel like she's using that as her personality. That's just truly how she feels. She's an educated woman, Samira, and she just stands up for what she feels and believes. What's the problem with that? So,
Yeah.
Easy doing that, I felt like, her other content has been becoming a little problematic anyway, because she's giving off like a very male centered stud, kind of like
for the male gaze. Or
yeah,
something
for the
like
male
that.
gaze, and like certain things that she posts, it's like other studs, they be like, I don't feel that way. Like,
Hold on.
what you talking about? So it's been a lot of stuff with her, and it's kind of like when you see someone that you kind of not looked up to, but you kind of like their concept back in the day.
Yeah.
It's like, what's it come to, bro? The checks is not hitting. Like, what we doing?
Right.
And like after off screen, like after the video was taken down, she even was still like mocking her, like on her streaming, like, oh, what's the big problem?
She's doubling down.
She was like, yes, bro. She was like, I don't
not
get
playing.
the big issue. Big girls always mad, mad, insecure. Like, whoa. And it's like,
Not too much.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know that was a little long-winded, but what y'all think?
That sounds
No.
like they need that.
All I gotta say is thick thighs save lives.
Come on now.
Wake it
Cause
up.
what? There ain't nothing wrong with being a little thicker than
I
usual.
know.
You know?
I'm saying, like,
And it'd be the
Like-
same conversation too. It's just like
Over
y'all
and
always gotta talk
over.
about, like, the first insult is what? Oh, you're fat.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
fat.
You're fat. It's always
Oh.
the body.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what about the intellect?
Come on.
Because that girl, and she will never fail to tell you she's a Harvard grad. She was in this sport. She was in that sport. So it's not that she's lazy or nothing.
Exactly.
Like, she's that, certain bodies are just made a certain way. And certain
Right.
people are confident in their certain body types. And, if she wanted to lose weight, she would. But
Exactly.
I don't think it's anybody's space to, make fun or tell them to do that.
Especially if you're not family. You ain't about to tell me what
That's
I
what
need
I'm
to
saying.
not eat. Unless you're like a good bestie.
Right.
But like, hey girl, let's go to the gym.
Yeah.
But like, it should never be
Nah,
on
but
some
even
like
family be-
random.
right. Okay.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what you got?
Oh, girl. My,
Come on.
Who I'm bringing it into attention is going to be, unfortunately, the Bad Boys Zeus Network Dominican Republic auditions that are coming out soon.
Okay,
But the taping that they had like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
A lot of people had their reactions to it. Some people even recorded themselves throughout the day, just going. And then they started to make memes or like videos basically saying, oh, here's what I look like before the
before.
audition.
Yeah.
Here's what I look like after.
Anything
you
that
see
shit cute.
Right.
Yeah,
the
like,
black
what?
eye, the bloody nose. I'm like, girl, and you didn't get picked. And you
That's
didn't
crazy.
get a check.
You ain't get paid.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we watching stuff like this?
You got
Like,
beat up. And
know
my
what I
name
mean?
is Air Love.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw something where I don't even know his name. It was like Mo City or something like
Yeah,
that.
Mo.
Saying something about a contestant. Like he said, I'm bi. He was like, no, you're gay. He was like, how you
Yeah.
gonna tell me my sexuality?
Oh,
Like
It was-
it's just like stuff like that.
It was
I
the
don't know.
part for me when he was like, once you lose your manhood, you gay, or once you gay,
Yes.
you lose your manhood, or something
Like
like
what?
that. It was like, wait, can you
Yeah.
elaborate?
okay.
Because
Because how do you know? How do you
on.
know?
Right,
yeah.
you lost your manhood.
you need that?
You
Ooh,
gay.
come on.
And now since that, they've been bringing up like old pictures of Mo
Yeah.
City. Like when he was younger, him doing a video with, who is it? Blame It on Quay. As like
Oh my
their
God,
love
Blame It on-
interest.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah. That's a
Yes,
throwback.
they
Shout
went
out
through
to
the
Blame It on
files.
Kool-Aid. That's that Vine days. Baby.
And I'm just like, why is it always like bisexual? We all know it's a double standard, but just like
Yeah.
how sometimes it's like just for men, they can't be bisexual or they can't explore their sexuality
Right.
without being labeled to one thing.
But if it's a female,
exactly.
oh, we love that. We need that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that really
boom, boom.
bothers me. Like, no shade. Like, I was watching Bad Boys, like maybe the first season or two or whatever. Because did they come up? No, this is season 2 now, right?
No, this is gonna be season 3. This is
But I
gonna be
was
season
watching
3.
like one of the old
Shout out
seasons,
to them.
and
Right.
basically I was watching with my sister, and no shade, I love my sister, but like she was like, "Oh, I wouldn't date a bi man." I was just like,
Oh.
like
Oh
I was
my
just like,
God.
"Well, why?"
That sound like Carisha.
Ooh.
You know,
Carisha,
it's
please.
tea when you see them 2 fingers touching. Yeah.
But I'm like,
Shout out to you,
like
Carisha.
certain women just don't. They don't really feel comfortable with that. I feel like you have to be queer yourself probably to feel comfortable with that, or pan and be okay with it. But I think that at the end of the day, as long as y'all are exclusive and consensual, whatever you guys are, it's a communication thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think what someone's attracted to should you be an intimidation to your relationship.
Yes, and I had to bring him into Detention Talk and the cast and everything that was going on.
Yeah.
Because I used to kind of have that mentality a bit, just like as a queer person back in the day living in North Carolina. When I saw my gay people, I was like, oh, period.
Yeah,
I can
ooh.
identify you.
Right.
But then, when I came to New York and I started to see like more bisexual men, I used to get like real weird about it. And I used to be like, oh, you bottom or you top?
Yeah.
Because if you
see?
top, T. But if you bottom, I ain't trying to do that. I don't want my guy to be bottoming and then topping me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I would fall under that trap. But then I realized, okay,
Yeah.
sometimes they be carrying and doing what they got to do.
Come
and
on.
now I like to watch.
Yes,
so they
I
can,
live
they can
that.
bottom and then top me. Who cares?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of
Okay.
people fetishize bisexual people here in New York City, especially if you present more on the straighter side. I swear to God, I think I went to Poppy Juice or something like that. Over
Come
the
on, Poppy
summer.
Juice.
I love Poppy Juice. Hey, y'all. But last year I went to one of their events, and I swear to God, it was I don't remember if it was over in Bushwick, but
Probably.
there was like a dark room or something like that.
Ooh.
And you could just tell like the way they were presenting. And I was like, what is this European man doing here? And like he just had on like a fitted, nice tucked in. He was like with a girl. And I was just like, oh, what's going on here? So I started, feeling catchy. But that's only because the way he presented himself, I feel like it gave off more bisexuality. He was holding that girl's hand, kissing up on her neck.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I feel like it's very different when it comes out to that. But I think on that note, what I'm bringing to Detention Talk is New York City nightlife and New York City love. I feel like there's nothing out here. I don't know. Like, what happened to like the lover boys, the lover girls, the lover days, Like,
The love of days.
They went.
Scary, wake it up.
like they said,
Okay.
and that's it. Like, I just feel like there's nothing out here for real. Like, if you got it, keep it. Type because everyone's out here to be like an individualist. Like, everyone's out here to look out for themselves, essentially.
Gotcha.
And obviously, if you come to New York, you're here for a reason. You know what I mean? Whereas if you go to, let's say, Texas, you're going to find you a piece. He going to pull up in a horse. You know what I
Texas
mean?
is outside.
No shade.
Look at that horse. Look at that horse. Look at that horse.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to B. But
Like, you feel like it's become very like, I don't know if the word is exclusive, or like people are just moving very like picky choosy, or like people already they dating who they want to date. Like, you don't like what do you,
Right.
no, I'm saying, like, for an example, people know when you're in New York City, you can find the next best thing. No shade. Like, I know you look handsome, but I know I can find somebody that has the same features. And
I got you.
Like, people are so quick to fuck and be on the next thing. Excuse my language. But like, you know what I mean? I just feel like we have all of these apps accessible to us. Unfortunately, it's not the same for anyone in the lesbian community.
I was
or
about to
things like
bring that up too.
Yeah, and I want to make an app for that. No shade. Somebody find me if you're into tech.
I feel like there is apps for the lesbian community. It's like they got Tammy now, which is very exclusive to the lesbian community. They've been trying to shove that down our throat.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to preface, I am married, basically. So I can,
They are.
Nah,
I
I've
love
been
that.
my girl for too damn long though.
Come
but,
on,
but
yeah.
no, but for real, like prior to being with her, like I would just be using Tinder, but like Tinder
that's not
was
enough.
never given, and
Like-
I was not a lover they at that point. I was a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So I will be honest in that and say like and I think it is different for like the lesbian community in general, because like even though I wasn't really a lover boy at the time, was acting like that to the people that I knew that I was about to ghost though.
Yeah.
So I was getting their hopes up.
But
So it is a
You're
little
a
bit
Taurus?
different. No, but I'm a Taurus rising. I'm a
I'm a
Virgo.
Taurus, so I
no,
get
no.
but
yeah.
like
Oh my
we have
gosh.
Grinder, we got Jax.
What
we
is
got,
that?
Oh,
I don't know Grinder. What's
Ooh.
Grinder?
ooh.
Girl.
What?
We got
what's the other
Grinder,
one?
Jax. They even got Sniffies now.
Oh,
I
not
ain't
even.
hear that.
I'm not even
too
gonna
much.
get into Sniffies because Sniffies is crazy.
And
Shout out
not
to
that many
MSG.
people know about Sniffies.
Crazy. I don't know, but like we just have so many things accessible, and it's just so easy to be like, scroll. I don't like him.
Yes.
You know, I don't know. I just feel like we're losing the plot. low-key.
Yeah, I want to add on your point about like nightlife though. I feel like personally me, I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather be in a queer nightlife experience.
Period.
And
Right.
and that was shown to me on New Year's actually. Like I really just be going out. Like I'm not even a party person. I like to go out but not like party for real. But if I'm gonna go out, I want to have a good time. And you know, we dancers too.
shade.
You want to wake it
Yeah.
up, be in a circle, get the
Exactly.
So but like my cousin's a DJ. I shouted her out earlier, but DJ Imana, you feel me?
Yes.
And so anytime she has a set, I'm going to, you know, the party. And it's usually she'll have like the Bush or Lot 45, little spaces
Yes,
in
good
Brooklyn,
spaces.
whatever. But this particular set was actually in Queens by me, but a little bit like more on the Queens Village side. And it was a heterosexual space. And upon walking
I never
in,
feel safe in those. Sorry.
yeah, upon walking in, like I'm like, okay, like she playing her music. I love what my cousin playing, so I'm getting lit. I'm trying to like defrost. Boom, get, boom, get.
Yeah.
But like, why? Because I was with my girl too, so that's when it becomes a little funny. Because I will say that's another conversation of like who's like queer passing. Because my girlfriend like. I don't know. To me, she look gay, but like somebody else may not think so.
Yeah.
But like you know, men be trying to holler. So
Yeah.
she came by me like because I was standing there talking to my cousin, and she moved over. Was like, yeah, these guys tried to like bogart me, and I was like, what? Like once I hear that, I wasn't even lit yet, but like once I hear you trying to bogart my girl, like no,
Yeah,
now
like,
I gotta
what's
get my
going on?
glick back. So I did do a little shove, and I moved him around. Like I just kind of like it wasn't like
Like,
a big
ooh,
push,
watch
but it was just
out.
like a kind of did what you did to her back to you.
Yeah.
Then he all of a sudden getting mad aggressive. Mind you, this is a 6'3" guy. Like, excuse me, you really the bitch right now.
Yeah, like what's
You
going on?
really think that you winning right now, like, bro? And then he started cursing at me and stuff. But I didn't really want to get like that, especially
Yeah.
about my girl. Want to make sure she was safe. She tried to diffuse situation. Like, nah, let's go.
don't know.
And then
What the hell?
after that, I was just like, yeah, I can't be back in these spaces.
No.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And my cousin said, like, once the men get into space too, like they just want to take up the space, like the heteronormative
Yes.
men. I just can't, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, wasn't even lit.
yeah,
Yeah.
see.
No. See, for me, now my nightlife experience is a little bit different. I feel like
Okay.
I'm booked and busy.
Yes.
I ain't got time to go to no club or I
Right.
can't go to no spaces. I gotta wake up. Like people be like, "Oh, let's go out." I'm like, I'm tired. I want to enjoy my rent.
Yes.
I want to sleep. But like when I used to like go out frequently, it got to a point like that too, where I was like, I just can't even be bothered because one, y'all are not welcoming, and me, you know, when I walk into the building and I got my good little stuff on, you
Right.
know I'm gay.
Come
you know
on.
I'm queer.
Down.
I got the body. The ass is poking out. The
Down.
titties is showing. I'm shaking it. I'm throwing it with the girls on the girls. And sometimes, you know, the
On
men.
the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah.
They be like,
The Butch Queens.
like,
looking
you
Come
doing
on.
too much. And I'm like, well, you're
Yeah.
not doing enough.
Right.
Ooh.
When you go out, you're supposed to have a good time, not stand on the
Exactly.
wall. And
Yeah,
then,
they be wanting to watch face real bad.
like
Watch face real bad. You don't even dance for real.
ooh, like I hate
you
that.
give him a twirl, give him a pointed toe.
Yeah, like
What's good?
Come
Come
on,
on.
get a 5, 6, 7, 8. Bottom rate.
That's
July
what I'm
Square.
saying.
Something.
like the nightlife
Once you
here, I
step.
feel like it's nice enough. Like Mickey's is really nice. Shout out to Mickey's. I like to go there before.
Yes. Okay.
Like turning up.
Yeah.
Boxes sometimes is great. But it depends on the night. I feel like Saturday is, Hispanic night, which I do enjoy sometimes. And then Friday night, it's a little different. But I don't know, something's just missing.
Oh, I need to step back out. I need to step back
I know.
out.
The
That's
last time I
what's
seen you step
missing.
out was
We
my
missing.
birthday. No,
Oh,
clock it.
The birthday.
Yeah, you was shaking bone, but that's
that
for
was
another
big.
day. No, I think the last thing I want to bring back is heat of rivalry, no shade.
Oh
Detention
my
Talk.
God.
Stop. I'm really sick. Like I really am sick. Like I really just want us to have a space where we'll put at the front. You know what I mean?
100%.
I feel like there's so many things that we can be talking about. Like I feel like we need to make our own movie. No shade. I feel like at this point,
Film directors, we looking.
come on.
Right.
Shout out to Darnell if y'all need a casting director. Darnell with Two Strike Productions. You know, he's doing his big one right now.
Period.
But yeah, I just feel like, we don't have enough.
I agree.
And I really want to be able to see that. I feel like growing up, I didn't even see that.
Right.
Like I was fishing for it and I kept getting white love, like
Okay.
Brokeback Mountain, or
Okay.
we do
Queer
have
as folk.
documentaries like Paris is Burning, but I don't want a documentary. I want a story,
I want a nice
fictionalized
story.
story. You know
Some
what I mean?
yearning. Some black
It
girl
is
of
very
yearning.
important, and that goes back to representation. I feel like being young, especially like maybe 10 years ago or so, we didn't really have any of that, especially representing for the Black queer community. And I feel like how did I learn to love my partner? You feel me? Like, I mean, granted,
exactly.
I grew up in a 2-parent household. I see my father and my mother love each other dearly, like to death do them part. Rest in peace to my father.
Yes.
But essentially, like, I think that when it came to queer love, I kind of just learned from my queer elders, but it wasn't a lesbian person. It was actually a queer gay man. And like, his love life was a little messy too. So I'm like, I didn't really know, what was going on. So I really do agree. Like, we should make a film, y'all. Like,
I don't even know, just something. I just need something in my soul is telling me just put something out.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree.
I don't know, because then it's desanitizing my mind to look for a white man to be my partner. You know what I mean? Because I'm so acclimated to seeing it on TV. I'm like,
Wait,
this
so
is
repeat that again. So it's making you get it what, partner?
No. So for an example, I'm saying like, I'm so used to seeing it on TV that that's what my
it's
mind
getting
is
shoved down your
striving
throat.
for. Yeah.
Ooh.
But the thing is, I love black men. You know what I mean? Brent Faiyaz, he is fine. You know what I mean?
He
like
Virgo.
The Game, Method Man. That's what I like. I like a.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I mean? But I'm so used to seeing
You like
white
a tank.
men. You don't even know that. No. But like, it's just things like that. It's just what's so used to seeing it that now my mind is like, I need that. You know what I mean?
I want to add, because I just recently watched this movie the other day with my girlfriend. It was called Fitting In with Maddie Ziegler. If you know her from ALDC, she was like the star of the show.
Oh, yes.
The movie, and basically they did add a non-binary character, which I thought was interesting. But I will say, like, I still didn't like the character's development. I really didn't. And I felt like the way that they portrayed them was a little bit more, I don't know if it's like white centered, but like it just wasn't given realism. They were a Black non-binary person, by the way, but they just gave like, they were just kind of thrown into the plot, or they just weren't necessarily, I don't want to say Black enough, but just they weren't real, like they wasn't given the real story. And it was still showcasing that like that biracial relationship, and it wasn't giving, enough Black characters or people of color to kind of balance everything out.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like, hey, child, we done aired out all the tea. Okay. We aired out all the tea. I'm tired. I'm drained. I'm drained. Let's try to end this. Let's end it on a high note. Let's end on a high note. Okay. So next we have the Yearbook Awards. This is our segment that comes, sort of here and there, maybe every other episode you might get it. Sort of like for us, we're wanted to award, certain people in the culture, if it's people in our personal lives, pop culture, maybe new music that's out, and just give them, sort of like a superlative, So for example, my one is Best Group Project, and I do have some opinions on it, but Best Group Project goes to the cast of Sinners.
Yes,
who are snagging 16 Oscar nominations, making them the highest movie to ever get nominated. A
That's
black
crazy.
movie directed by a black man.
Yes.
I'm like, it's so super stellar to see, especially after like the nomination press run with Critic Choice Awards and the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Like, Sinners not getting its due diligence, and then
Right.
people making it seem like, oh, it came out early in the year, people don't really remember it. I'm like, no, the folks still remember this
we
movie.
living off of that. Yeah, no
Okay,
shade.
I do too. So I just want to give them Best Group Project because I'm very happy for them.
Now, I will say to that, nominations doesn't mean win, unfortunately.
Okay.
I feel like they kind of just like, here's your nominations, you
Yeah.
take it and we hope for the best. But I do applaud them for getting 16. I think that is crazy.
Yeah.
But I always say you never win until you win, type T. So
You know-
the nominations, yes, we love to see it, that you are seeing what we have done.
Yeah.
But give me those wins. Give me at least 12 of the 16.
12 of the 16.
Yeah, that would really
You know?
show something. Cause
Yeah.
no shade, but shade. Like,
Hey,
you know,
how the
that's not
Oscars be.
enough no more.
Right.
The white people say, here you go. You got to be quicker than that.
Exactly.
That's-
Because they did that to
Like,
Angela Bassett.
Come on now. Shout out to her for,
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Black Panther,
They
yes.
literally dubbed her and they tried
Are
to
you
give her an
kidding?
honorary
They say, here
award.
you go, girl. Pat on the back. I
Like,
hate
don't
that.
play.
No.
So we'll see what happens. But, I want to just congratulate them
Yes.
for it now because I know they have solidified themselves in history. I mean, they already did with the movie.
Come
but
on.
In history, they did.
My-
Now, yes, I was just going to
Yes,
say, let's get into you.
My Yearbook Award goes to Leomi Maldonado. If you
Yes.
guys don't know, she is a prominent figure in the ballroom scene. And the Yearbook Award is going to be called Most Likely to Make Broadway Sashay.
Yes.
And
Come
so,
on, I live.
she's bringing ballroom culture to her upcoming Broadway show. It's going to be Cats, the Jellicle Ball. So I'm excited to
that's
see her.
what's
I feel
up.
like, that first of all, it's giving puss. It's
Yes.
giving cunt.
Right.
But yeah, she's the Wonder Woman of Vogue,
Meow.
as
She
proclaims
is, she
herself.
is.
And I just am very excited to see that, and that we really need that, especially on a big stage and platform like Broadway. So
Yeah, I will say, Leomi, she is great. I think the first time I ever witnessed her do her thing was on America's Best Dance Crew.
Yes.
And
Obsessed
it was
with that
her
show.
and Deshaun Wesley, I believe. And
Come
that was
on.
my first time being introduced into
Yeah.
ballroom and like Vogue. So
Mm-hmm.
she has been putting it on the map. She's still putting it on the map. She's venturing out into a different field, whether that's Broadway or like even on TV. She was on Pose for a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah, shout out to her. No, honestly, I think
Okay.
that's great. The person or the people I want to bring for Yearbook Awards, an award that I want to give out is most likely to go far is Sunshine and Trim. I'm in a hold in a van and I'm average. I will say I'm so excited to see where they go. They seem very hungry. I
Yeah.
think Trim has been like putting things out like
Yes.
For-
like
no,
back to back to back
literally.
to back. And then Sunshine, she's doing her big one too. I saw her on the radar, I believe.
yeah.
And the similarities are very prominent when it comes to Nikki, unfortunately. But they add their own little flair and their own taste to
Yeah.
things. And I really do appreciate, a differentiation from what I'm used to hearing, which is like, Lotto or like
Yeah.
Megan, Glorilla, like they all have their own unique flair to their thing. But I think Trim and Sunshine really do got it. I really hope that they go far.
Now, I have a question for you on
Yeah.
that because, the streets were saying that like Trim was giving very much like Barbie Nikki, right? But
Yeah.
then some folks were saying, oh, Sunshine's giving a different type of Nikki.
Yes.
But people were saying Sunshine's really giving like Remy Ma, aka Little Kim vibes.
Really?
I don't know.
I didn't hear that one.
Ooh.
If anything, I feel like Sunshine might give a different persona of Nikki. Like,
Mixtape.
mixtape like '07 Nikki, like Go Hard Nikki, like that one.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
the
yeah.
one. Or, I think they're all really nice rappers, but
Yeah, but I have a bone to pick with
Yeah.
like Sunshine and Trim a little bit. I do think they're deserving of your award. However,
Yeah.
I do see the hunger, but I do think if we want some in their trajectory, if we want to see something different, they're really gonna have to pull it out and really show their uniqueness, because I do think like there's certain things that they're literally getting from old Nicki songs and they're just slipping it right back in.
Yeah,
so
I just see that.
and I'm just like, this is a little much for me. Even though we want a Nicki, what you call it? We want a replacement for her. But
Do we?
Ooh, we don't.
I don't know.
Michael don't.
Oh, you know?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean,
Nicki, she really know how to use her pen. No shade.
That's why I was like, yeah. That's why I'm like,
I'm into her for her music. I think her politically. You can have that. I don't need
some
that.
people, that's their replacement right now, since they're not trying to listen to her. You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, I think they need to up the game with the uniqueness, just a little bit.
Ice did it. She was using her pen. Big guy. No.
Oh my gosh.
Big guy. I still have not listened to that full song.
It's a good song.
Oh, period.
SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
Well, the
pants
okay.
Oh, the pants okay.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't use her pen on that one. All right, I get it. But like, you know,
yeah.
she had another song that just came out that I really like. But
the one with what is it? Tokisha.
Tutti.
Oh, Tutti. Yes,
okay, now that one in the car.
In that video, she's
Daddy. I'm feeling nasty. Like I'm trying to see what a Tutti.
Exactly.
Yeah, she doing her little one.
Right, little one.
I swear she's under the radar, but not really. You know.
We want you.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, we need that.
No, okay.
I'm crying.
But yeah, I think that's how we're gonna, finish the episode. I think we did a great job today. I love this.
Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Episode
1. I think that's the bell, y'all. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, I'm gonna.
That's the bell. No. But if you guys could subscribe to our website, please feel free to check us out on all social platforms at @theextracurricular_. We do have something big coming up for the next episode. That big. That big. You know what I'm saying? And we really want you guys to stay tuned.
Y'all don't want to miss it.
You really don't want to miss this one, because you're going to gag to all that.
Ooh.
Sushi. No, but
that's a little hint.
And that's a little hint.
I'm hungry.
But yeah, I'm hungry. She was, But we're going to see y'all later. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Later, y'all.
Bye.